We're back with another F1 video, and this one is for the Miami Grand Prix. We're here for the sprint qualifying, sprint race, and qualifying itself, which has all happened over the last 36 hours. So we're going to start off, before we start off with sprint qualifying, leave a like, subscribe if you're already on the road to 1,000 subscribers, turn your notifications as well so you don't miss another video. Let's jump into sprint qualifying, where, unsurprisingly, Max Verstappen took the sprint pole after setting an absolute dog crap of a lap, as in his words. He lolled on his own lap. That's how bad his lap was. He lolled on it, thinking he was going to be P12, even though he was only 10. But you get the point. And he, that's just how bad everyone else's laps was. Everyone else was expecting, we'll get a load of grip, it's going to be great. And the car feels like absolute crap. And Verstappen made the best of a bad bunch. So he got not pole, P1 I should say. He had a Charles Leclerc, the Ferrari in second. No surprise there. Sergio Perez in the Red Bull third. Again, no surprise. Daniel Ricciardo, round of applause for Daniel Ricciardo. As you can tell by the thumbnail, shining P4. What a result for Ricciardo. Absolutely cooking right now. Ever since he got a new chassis in China, he's been cooking. Wasn't able to show it last race because he got taken out. Or in Stroll's words, brake checked himself, took himself out. I believe Stroll was absolute lying. And P4, great result for him. Carlos Sainz, P5, average, solid, decent, okay there for Sainz. Oscar Piastri, again, just there. P6, that's just his home now is P6. Lance Stroll ahead of Fernando Alonso in 7th and 8th, Aston Martin. Stroll's been quicker than Alonso this weekend, so great result for him. Lando Norris bottled it in P9 in the McLaren. Yeah, George Russell and Lewis Hamilton 11th and 12th to Mercedes. Mercedes nowhere in sprint qualifying, 11th and 12th is the best they could do. Kevin Magnussen, Esteban Ocon in the Alpine 13th, just average at 13th. Had Kevin Magnussen in the Haas 14th. Was P4 in Q1, SQ1, and ended up 14th, so not good for him. Yuki Tsunoda bottled his lap in Q2, and he did well off a bowled it to P15, and in SQ1, out in SQ1, Pierre Gasly in the Alpine, again, classic Gasly out in SQ1. Zhou Guanyu and Valtteri Bottas for Sauber, 17th, 18th, just there. And Logan Sargent ahead of Alexander Albon. Sargent not qualified Albon. Two things. One, it doesn't count because it's a sprint qualifying, and two, Albon got time deleted. But hey, we say, well, dub's a dub. You take what you can get. Sargent ahead of Albon. People say it's fine. If this is Sargent's final home race, then Williams, I'll tell you now, most disrespectful team ever. The way, if this by the sounds of it is not true, but if it does happen, Antonelli replaces Sargent in Imola, Williams are the biggest joke of a team. And I'll tell you why. Because Sargent would have been the disrespect to Sargent. First you kick him out of his own car, then you give him the damaged car, and then you kick him out because your car is shit, basically. Antonelli also, he's not old enough. I don't care. You shouldn't give people special preferential treatment. I don't care how quick he was at a fucking test. He's not 18. Rules are rules, mate. Stick by them. But apparently it's not true. But whoever made up this rumour, screw you. So that was sprint qualifying. And then here we have the sprint. As you can see, Max Verstappen won the sprint. Are we surprised? No. Moving on. Charles Leclerc second for Ferrari. Again, I might as well just go Charles Leclerc second for Ferrari. Sergio Perez for Red Bull. All stayed in the same place. Daniel Ricciardo. First point for Ricciardo. P4. Cooking. I mean, who doesn't love when Daniel Ricciardo cooks, you know? Like, seeing that smile is just great. Seeing him depressed is not fun. But seeing him getting his first points as well is great. Carlos Sainz, Oscar Piastri 5th and 6th. Just doing their normal things in P5, P6. Just there, as I said, in the sprint qualifying. Nico Hülkenberg again scoring points for Haas, just cooking the season as Hülkenberg. And Yuki Tsunoda, 15th to 8th, good result for him in P8 in the RB. Double points finish for RB in a sprint, which is something. Pierre Gasly, first top 10 for Alpine. Not points, but still a top 10. Yeah, you take what you can get. Logan Sargent, first top 10 of the season for Williams, and it's Sargent. And you want to get rid of him, yeah? Yeah, nice. Yeah, top 10 for Sargent. That race comes off him. Zhou Guanyu, 11th. There, just there. George Russell, stinker in P12, got caught up in the first lap quarter crash. Alexander Albon, pit lane 13th, it's okay. Valtteri Bottas, 14th from wherever he started, 19th, because he had a grip. No, was he? Yeah, 19th. Yeah, because he blocked Piastri. Also, yeah, he tried to kill Piastri. Well, he tried to kill, I guess Piastri tried to kill Bottas because Bottas blocked him. Anyway, long story, got a penalty side 19th, so 19th to 14th. Esteban Ocon. I should go back to Charles Leclerc to be fair. I forgot about this. Ocon tried to kill Leclerc in the pits. Leclerc just going out his pit lane, as you do, dive down into the pit lane. Ocon, yeah, I'm just going to go out the pit lane. And, yeah, you told me to stop. No, yeah, I'm going still. Crash into Leclerc. Luckily, Leclerc was just front wing to tyre, so it was just a tyre, but the tyre wasn't used anyway. It was just Ocon's front wing. Initially, I thought it was Gasly, because they showed what happened, and then they showed Gasly getting pushed back into the pits, which was a bit stupid, but anyway. So you believe if you think it's Gasly, but anyway. But as a result, you got a 10-second penalty before the race started. Sprint started. Got away with it, because just served in the pit lane, because it was a safety car. Lewis Hamilton, fraud watch, takes out 3 cars, speeds in the pit lane because of a crash he caused. He just didn't slow down. Like, what is Hamilton playing? I've been him and Magnussen. We'll talk about that when we get to Magnussen. Yeah, just yeah, it was just Hamilton's sprint was one of the worst things I've seen from Hamilton. He did finish 8th, but obviously got that penalty for speeding the pit lane, which was a drive through converted to a 22nd penalty. Did get faster on the last lap, but yeah, stinker from Hamilton. Nando Alonso had damage the whole spread, so he was just driving around 17th. Kevin Magnussen got about 50 penalties. Well, firstly, I was trying to remember the penalty. So he got a penalty for cutting the chicane. He got a penalty for forcing Lewis Hamilton off the track, I think. And they got 5 penalties for track limits. I think he got another penalty for something else, for unsportsmanlike behaviour. It was fun though, so who cares? It's a sprint. Who cares? If you watch Creator Series, he was driving how they do in Creator Series, so it's fine. And then Lance Stroll retired in the Aston Martin, and Lando Norris retired at McLaren to get the ones can call out turn 1. Hamilton has said, dive bombing into turn 1. Alonso saw it in the mirrors, tried to avoid him, but didn't matter what was happening, it was just a matter of when the contact was going to happen. And Alonso into Stroll, into Norris, game over for Norris and Stroll. But Tommy for Norris, I mean, could have had pole, could have had pole for the sprint, and then potentially win the sprint, gets starts in midfield and gets taken out turn 1. I said we would do a top 9 car retiring. I didn't mean in the sprint, I meant in the actual race, because now nothing's going to happen in the race. We didn't have a DNF last year, there's going to be no DNF again this year. It's going to be boring, it's for the same top 9, and probably Lance Stroll, and just boring point scorers as always. But, yeah. That was the sprint. Then we go into qualifying, and first copy and paste what I said earlier, Max Verstappen P1 and Charles Leclerc P2. They just can't, they're inseparable. They just can't stay P1 and P2, despite Leclerc spinning into P1, by the way. He's still quicker than everyone else, basically. Verstappen doesn't count in that. Carlos Sainz actually 3rd. Carlos Sainz did something. P3 in the Ferrari. Sergio Perez went down to P4 in the Red Bull. Still Ferrari, Red Bull, Ferrari, Red Bull. Or Red Bull, Ferrari, Ferrari, Red Bull. Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri. Lando Norris, P5 improvements, 9th to 5th. The best he was going to get. So here we are again. Copy and paste what I said about Piastri. Oscar Piastri, P6. Loves P6. George Russell and Lewis Hamilton went from 11th to 10th. Low 11th to 12th to 7th and 8th in the Mercedes. Best they could do. Nico Hulkenberg again in the top 10 in the Haas, cooking. And Yuki Tsunoda, top 10 for RB. Another RB in the top 10. And Q2, Lance Stroll, again, P11. Always seems to be P11 in qualifying. Pierre Gasly actually did something in qualifying for once. P12. First time he got qualified Ocon. And also, best start of the season for him. Esteban Ocon, again, P13. He just loves 13th. Alexander Albon, 14th. I feel like Albon always starts 14th in a race. When does he not start 14th? I don't know, you tell me. Fernando Alonso, 15th for Aston Martin. Terrible. Alonso just... Aston Martin are shit this weekend, first and foremost. And 2, Stroll has been quicker than Alonso all weekend, as I said. And the only thing, Alonso beat him in the sprint because Stroll retired. That's the only thing that's happened. But, yeah, Alonso having a stinker this weekend. And Q1, Valtteri Bottas, 16th. Kickstart and decided to ruin their run laps by trying to be last on track and then getting caught up with traffic and then missing... Not getting the tyres in the window and then messing up, but then racing McLaren. So it's like, what's the point? Logan Sargent, 17th for Williams. Not too bad. It was about 32,000 off. Getting through, but still P17 is not too bad. Daniel Ricciardo. Fraud. How are you going to go from being P4 and P4 to P18? Like, how? Like, it's not even like, oh, it's the following weekend. No, it's the same day. It's like 4 hours later. When was the sprint? The sprint was at 4 p.m. 5 p.m. UK time. Qualifying was at 9. So 4 hours later, 4 hours 15 minutes later, you've gone from 4 hours 20 minutes later, gone from P4 to P18. Fraud. And obviously we'll start last because it's a penalty from China. So yeah, Ricciardo fraud watch from him. Ahead of Kevin Magnussen, 19th for Haas. Where the fall off for Magnussen really is this weekend. It's gone from 14th to 19th. Not good for him. And Joe Guan Yu, 20th for Kickstarter, just there ruining his own lap by racing Piastri. So that was qualifying then for the Miami Grand Prix. The race starts in about 4.5 hours time. So let me know your predictions. I'm saying Max Verstappen will dominate as always. Charles Leclerc will be P2, but then probably starts top power. It'll be the top 8 plus both Aston Martins. That's what it's going to be. Let's be honest. Because the race itself will probably end up being worse than the sprint. So yeah, that's this then for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Ricciardo cooked, did cook. Magnussen was driving like Creator Series, and Verstappen just dominating as always. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, all that. Check out these videos here. We'll see anything else on this channel. And subscribe right there, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye guys.